Have you ever wondered about the relationship between three very important objects in our solar system? I'm talking, of course, about the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. They are a tiny neighborhood in a giant cosmic universe. And today we're going to go over who's who, how they interact, how big they are, and where everybody hangs out. We get into all about the Earth, Moon, and Sun system right now. The Earth, Moon, and Sun are in a constant cosmic dance in space. So let's first go over the participants of the space tango. Let's start right here at home with Earth. Now, Earth is a planet. The only planet that we know of to have liquid water and life. Earth is one of 8 planets in our solar system, and one of the 4 rocky or terrestrial planets located closer to the sun. Earth is the 3rd planet from our sun, and it's actually the biggest of the 4 rocky planets inside of the asteroid belt. Take that, Venus! However, it is a lot smaller than the 4 gas giants which are located out past the asteroid belt, like Jupiter and Saturn. Aww. Next up we have the Moon. The Moon is what we call a natural satellite, which is any object that is not man-made that orbits a larger object due to that larger object's gravity. Naturally occurring satellites are also known as moons. Many other planets in our solar system have moons, and most of them have way more moons than us. For example, Saturn has over 270 moons. It's a lot of moons, man. Unlike the Earth, the Moon has no atmosphere, and it also does not produce its own light. It only looks to us like it's shining because the sun's light is reflecting off its surface. Finally, the big one, the sun. The sun is a star, and to put it not so scientifically, a star is a huge hot ball of burning gas. Stars are made up primarily of hydrogen and helium, and they create huge amounts of heat and light, which we call energy. Alright, so we have 3 different types of objects in the sky. We have a star, we have a planet, and we have a satellite. Now let's look at how big these objects are when you compare them to one another. I'm sure most of you can guess by now that the sun is the largest of these 3 objects. But just how much bigger is it when you compare it to the size of the Earth and the Moon? To help us understand that, we're going to start at the smallest object, the Moon. The Moon is actually pretty small when you compare it to the size of the Earth. Remember, both of these objects are spheres, so we are measuring by diameter or length across. The diameter of the Moon is about 1/4 that of the Earth. And you can see here in this picture just how much of a difference that can make in terms of overall size. If we were to hollow out the Earth, take everything out, the core, the mantle, everything, we could fit 50 moons inside of the Earth. So the Moon is a lot smaller than the Earth. But what about the Earth when you compare it to the Sun? The Sun is huge, and I really can't stress this enough. It's massive. It's gargantuan. It's gigantic. It's really, 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 really big. So you can fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the Sun. Its diameter is 109 times greater than that of the Earth. So remember how the Earth was 4 times greater than the Moon? The Sun is 109 times greater than the Earth. 109, 4. 109, 4. What? If you take a look at this picture, you can see just how small the Earth really is compared to the Sun. Wait, actually, you can't really see it. Let's just kind of zoom in here and... All right. There we go. It's a little scary, not gonna lie. I feel small. Okay, we're getting near the end here. Let's talk about orbit, which is where the whole cosmic-y dance thing comes in. How do these objects move around one another? The Moon orbits the Earth, and it takes about 27 days for the Moon to complete one orbit around the Earth. While the Moon orbits the Earth orbits the Sun. It takes about 365 days for the Earth to complete one full orbit around the Sun. 365 and a 4th, actually, which is why every 4 years we add 1 extra day, known as leap year. The Sun is at the center of our solar system, just kind of chilling. I mean, well, technically it's orbiting things in our larger universe, but we're not going to get into that. Finally, we're going to talk about how far away these things are. And first, let's start with Earth, which is, well, it's right here. That's Earth, that's Earth, that's Earth. I mean, we live here, so it's not far away at all. This is our home. So Earth is just kind of right here. The Moon is just under 240,000 miles away from Earth. Now you could actually fit 30 Earths between the Earth and the moon. And 240,000 miles might seem really, really far, but not really in terms of space, because remember, space is mostly just empty space. They really named it well. So in terms of space, the moon is actually extremely close. But that is absolutely nothing when you compare it to the distance to the sun. The sun is over 91 million miles away from Earth, and you could fit about 11,700 Earths between the Earth and the sun. And how long would it take you to get there? Hypothetically speaking, if you were traveling at 100 miles an hour, it would still take you 106 years to reach the sun. It's really far. All right, everybody, almost done here. Let's go through everything we learned really quick. The moon is a natural satellite. It's really small and really close to the Earth. It orbits the Earth once every 27 days. The Earth is a planet, and it's a pretty small planet at that. It orbits the sun about once every 365 days. The sun is a star, and it is huge when you compare it to the size of the planets. And it sits at the middle of our solar system. Whew. All right, everybody, that's it. That's all I have here. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.